folks, I'm back. It's me, Mahbub Chowdhury, aka the People's Coach, aka your host and speaker for today. Now today I want to talk to you guys about the relationship dynamics between the spouses and the siblings. Now let me tell you something. I want to bring something to your attention. I am a father of 2.5 children, one boy, one girl, and another one on the way, plus my spouse, which is my nearest loved one, my wife. Now, check this out, people. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of jealousy that takes place in this type of relationship, because let me tell you something. When you start giving attention and affection to one child, the other child gets jealous. The other child wants you all to their self. And once the mother receives attention from the father, all of a sudden the two children or the child gets in the way and wants to break that up. Because the child wants the mother or the father all to themselves. They don't want to share it. Because they want to be made to feel number one. They get very territorial, very jealous. And let me tell you something, it's very hard to give your spouse affection without a child getting in the way. When you're trying to get closer, then all of a sudden the child comes in, or the other child might fight with one another because one is getting more attention than the other. They don't like that at all. And it's very hard to have an intimate relationship, especially when you have so many children, because they interrupt, they get in the way. They're always taking up your time, your energy. And if they're taking up your time and energy, then you've got nothing left to give to your spouse, then the relationship could deteriorate. Unless if you're not mindful about this, unless you don't realize what is going on, unless you don't make time to communicate with one another, then the relationship will go downhill. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. Because if you've just exerted yourself for your children, to your children or your child, then what have you got left to give? What have you got left to give to your spouse? You just want time alone. You want to unwind. You want to relax. And sometimes your partner or your spouse can get in the way. Sometimes they can be seen as a burden. I don't want to deal with nothing. I just want my own space. I just want to settle. I want to relax. These are the things that are going to pop up, people. These are the things that I need to talk to you guys about and bring it to your attention so you're mindful of this, so your relationship don't suffer. Because if you fail to communicate, then your relationship is going to fail. You're going to stand on your own feet, on your own 2 feet, without getting any help. And that's going to be very, very difficult, because it's all about unity within the family. Everyone has to come together and work together and gel together. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention. And let me tell you something, to all you fathers out there, once children or a child is in the dynamics of the relationship, you now become second. You have to know your place. That's just a fact of life, because all the love and the attention and the affection has to get given to the child, because they're small, they're vulnerable, and they need it. And then you come in second. But the thing is about second place should not be neglected one bit at all. Because it's all good and well you giving your love and everything to your child, but don't forget about each other. Because when you forget about each other, then there's going to be no relationship left whatsoever. In fact, the children are going to have single parents. Now, we don't want that now, do we? We want a healthy, thriving relationship. So how do we go about this? Well, first of all, like I've said, like I've talked about, is be mindful about what's going on around you. Be mindful about what you do with each other, both spouses, in front of that child. You can always do affectionate small things throughout the day, holding each other's hands, having meaningful conversations and jokes and stuff. That's all good. But without a doubt, the children will butt in. And they will butt in from the smallest of things, like a conversation. When you're trying to speak to one another, the child will just butt in. They'll interrupt you. And they'll just steal the whole moment away from you. It's very frustrating. But it can be worked out, because there will be moments when you have time for one another. You have to make time. That's what it is. There's no such thing as not having enough time. You have to. It is a must. Make time for one another. And that's throughout the day. It doesn't matter how small it is. It's about quality of time. Responses. So say, for example, I'll give you an example. You're trying to talk to your partner, your partner's caught up doing work, doing all sorts of bits and pieces. They don't have the time of day for you. They don't even want to listen. Their body language is facing away from you. You don't want to do that. You want to give them a response. Tell them, let them know, show them that you are there, you are listening, you are trying to understand them, you are trying to give that time of day to them. It's so strange. Parents tend to be, the mother predominantly tends to be on point when it comes down to dealing with the child. She gives it that time of day, that attention, that affection. Whatever the child needs, she's there. But don't forget about your spouse, because spouses need each other. They need attention, they need affection as well. So, enough said. I hope you've understood my point, people. Let's make our relationship work and strive so they can thrive. People, that's all I have to say. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many, as well as yourself. Bye for now.